You said my name, Nilay Upadhyayula.
Anybody need that again?
Upadhyayula.
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 Yeah.
Upadhyayula.
Yep.
Got it. Great practice.
Yeah, I appreciate
How long
that.
did it take you to learn on scholarship?
Still learning. Nah, I mean, I write it down so much, man. Everyone calls me Upa. So my coach in San Jose, I went to high school, Bellarmine. He couldn't say my name, so he just called me Upa, or they would call me Up sometimes. So all right, so I go by Upa now. So.
So, Upa, just looking at your whole journey, you lived in California, and then did you go to IMG Academy for
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit, and then UConn, now Pitt, kind of just been all over the country.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you just talk about, your travels through, and football obviously played a part in that, I
Yeah.
have to say.
Well, I'll throw another wrinkle in there. I was born in Chandler, Arizona, so I lived there for 14 years. So this is my 5th state. So they always ask me, you got a little icebreaker in class. They always ask you, what's your fun fact? And mine is, I live in 5 states now. So it's been an amazing journey. I mean, I can't ever take anything away from it. I've learned a lot, football-wise, relationship-wise, just life. A lot of the biggest thing I learned is what you give to places, you're gonna get back, and I think that's so evident here. No matter the place, how big, how small, as long as you put in the work, as long as you do what you gotta do, and you keep a calm, confident attitude, like, you're gonna get back what you want. So my old coach used to tell me, he's never met a good person who works hard who didn't succeed, however that is. So just take that mentality with you wherever you're at, and good things happen.
And was it as simple as there was an opportunity here, you saw a position, and that's what really enticed you? Is there more to it than that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like they hit me up very soon after I was in the portal, and that meant a lot to me. As a former walk-on, as a long snapper, it's a position where it's a lot of people you don't really get that validation. You don't really need it, but it's nice to get it. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that they were so eager to get me so fast it just meant a lot. And Pittsburgh's a great place. School here is amazing. I'm getting my MBA here, which if you ask anyone in my family, I never would have thought I was going to get. And the fact that they're paying for it makes it even better. So I appreciate that fact so much. And that was the biggest thing that got me here, honestly, just the opportunity both on and off the field.
How did you become a long snapper?
Just playing a couple positions, playing some center, playing some fullback. My dad was like, you should learn how to do this. Maybe you play college ball. Went to IMG, learned a little more, and next thing I know, I'm playing college ball as a long snapper. So I guess my dad was right.
Do you have a family history playing football?
A little bit, nothing crazy. I'm the farthest that's gone.
What made you want to get an MBA?
My brother works in finance in New York, and I worked in a bank in Connecticut, UBS, and it kind of tapped into that potential. I learned that there's so much more beyond football, and I say this as a joke, but I always say, like, work at that bank was probably the best and worst thing for my football career because, I learned you can make millions of dollars not, running down the field and getting smacked. So the NBA was very enticing to me. There's a lot of opportunity from there. I could take it in a lot of different directions post-football.
Good.
Has Ben Souls asked you about getting on a golf course yet?
Yeah. So I think first when I came on my visit, he asked me if I would golf. Probably 3 minutes into the car ride. I don't, but I want to get into it. And so I told him you're gonna have to bear with me, but everyone says he's the guy to learn from, so I got a lot of learning to do. So.
Just looking at your recruitment, I mean, you committed here before a special teams coach was hired. Is that a nerve-wracking thing to do, or is a long snapper just kind of like, hey, my job's to
Yeah, I mean, regardless, you got to do your thing. Obviously, I built a relationship with the coach who recruited me, Coach Powell, but good dude. Coach Bro is a great guy. He has a great track record with special teams. And so bottom line is you just come in here, you do what you got to do, you let the cards fall how they fall, So that's it for me, really.
You ever made any big plays on punt team? You get the first guy down there?
Yeah, I made some plays. FIU, when we played FIU last year when I was at UConn, I made a tackle there. And then we played Duke, I made a tackle there. But, a lot of times, first one down, you just got to make them go left and right. So my dad doesn't get that sometimes. He just, why'd you miss the tackle? But I made him go east to west there. So.
You got your biggest critic?
My biggest fan, my biggest hater, man. Nah, I love that, man. He definitely, he's in my corner, especially with all this recruiting stuff and being away from home. In high school, I've been away from home for a while, and he's always a phone call away. Sometimes I'll be like, call me 2 times a day, 3 times a day for what? I'm doing the same thing. But, he's always in my corner. Even my mom, man, they're always, they're doing what's best for me. They gave him best opportunities that I could ever ask for. Couldn't even imagine of these. So always blessed to have them in my corner.
Questions?
There's another long snapper you could Crawford relationship like with him.
He's a great dude, man, and he's a great long snapper. He came in here and he's working his tail off. So I think iron sharpens iron. You take that mentality to the grave, man, and we're just gonna keep making each other better.
What impressed you the most about this program since you've been here now?
People want to win, man. People want to win, and I love that. I love seeing the history on the walls. I mean, regardless, people want to win everywhere. But seeing the history on the walls, Cal's been walking around the facility, and seeing him on the walls, seeing his manly award in the indoor, seeing him in the stadium on the athletes walk, like all that stuff is so impressive to me, and that stood out because I tell a lot of people this, like, it just shows you it's there. You just got to go get it, and it's that opportunity is there for me. So all you could do is head down, keep working, stay calm. The chips fall how they fall.
You talked with Cal at all since he's been here? Have you guys had the chance?
Yeah. I saw him in the hallway a couple times. Met with him. I don't want to, he's doing his thing. He's trying to get better. Came off a good season, so I'm letting him do his thing. But when I see him, I definitely pick his brain a little bit because smart guy, got a lot to offer. So I'll definitely be doing that more in the next coming weeks. So.
You touched on it just a little bit, but how inspirational is it to see a guy like him and be like, I can be there. I can do that. This program got him there.
It's everything. I've been blessed my whole career to be around great long snappers. Brian Keating, Tommy Zozas at UConn, they really showed me the ropes. And here, Cal, he's everywhere. And his leadership and his accountability and what he means to the program as a long snapper means the world to me. And, I'm never going to try to replicate someone or be someone else, but I think, in different ways, I can have a similar impact. I think this program has everything it needs, and being that guy that plays his position and brings that calm confidence and can have the effect that Cal has would mean a lot too. So I think it means a lot to me, and it was a big part of my recruiting, big reason why I came here.